So now, as you know, we work in some of our deeper lessons that we'll get into in your post-shot routine, right? So like that should be like, okay, I hit that shot, great. I kind of feel that motion as I'm going through. Now what do? Right? So like now do you take off your glove? Do you throw it in your back pocket? Does it always go in your back right pocket? Does it go in your left pocket? Do you get out your tee? Do you put your tee away? Do you get your coin? Do you put your club back in a certain thing into there?
Yeah.
No, you put it back in there. Do you clean off your club? Like those post things are like habits, right? So you can consistently be consistent under pressure no matter where you are. So like when you go and you're playing with whoever and you start to like get some money games going or whatever, there's no pressure because it's just my normal golf swing all the way through. I do the same thing before, during, and after the shot.
Yep. Okay.
So those are some things that, you know, your pre-shot routine you feel pretty comfortable with.
Yeah, that's my pre-shots. I mean, you know, I take 2 practice swings. Thinking about the stuff you're telling me though, with the steep angle and hips for the hands on the practice shots, that's good. So there's some stuff there I think that, you know, if I'm starting to mentally think through a pre-shot, that's the stuff I would try to implement, I would think.
Okay, so let's walk through one.
Okay.
From start to finish.
Start to finish, I pull up my golf cart.
Yep.
Put my golf.
Private golf cart?
Yep, private golf.
Private golf cart.
That's right. I put my glove on.
Okay.
Normally what I do is I stand behind the ball and I kind of look as I'm walking up to it. I'm just getting a feel for like, okay, here's the path of the ball. So then I think, okay, left side of the green. Now if I'm trying to move it left to right, I'd probably do my 2 practice swings. First one, I'm always just focusing on my one-piece takeaway, typically to keep my hands straight.
Yep.
So I was just, you know, get one quick one in. And then the second one is where I'd say, okay, here's the actual swing I would be looking at doing. So steep, through it.
Okay.
And I normally set my club down, get the positioning of my eyesight on the ball right.
Okay.
Get my feet. And then as I'm getting my feet, I'm looking at the flag, seeing where I'm going to hit it. Usually do my one piece here real quick before I get ready to hit. And it's on. Now we'll move left to right, but a little more than I would have wanted.
Yep.
So I usually do that every time.
Good. Well, I think that's important. Obviously, you know, each and every individual lesson or pre-shot routine is different for everybody, right?
Yep.
I have 2 essentially pre-shot routines for myself, depending on kind of the situation of the golf ball and how it is and how it lies.
Okay.
Right. I think the other thing that, you know, as you look into it, and I'm sure you do on a normal basis, is really checking your surroundings, where the wind's going, where your miss is going to be. Because I think that we always try to hit perfect shots, but if we can calculate where our miss is going to be, we're usually going to be much more precise. We joked the other day about not having flags in the greens.
Yep.
That's a really good strategy for golfers, especially better golfers, to just hit the center of greens, and that kind of dials their focus in. And if you're always aiming for the center, right, majority of the time, well, if you're 15 feet right or left or high or low, wherever it means, you're still on the green.
Sure.
You know, when we're going for a pin seeking on the right corner collar on hole number 3 and you you know, hit it even more right and it goes in the bunker, obviously a more challenging shot there.
Yep.
Well, good. I mean, I think those are the important things right here. What I'd like to see.
So can you tell me what your pre-shot routine is? What do you, like, based on what I'm doing, what do you do? Like, what's your pre-shot routine?
It's very similar. It's very quick.
Okay.
So like my pre-shot routine essentially is come up, very similar to you, looking at my shot. I'm looking at essentially the green or where I want the golf ball to land, you know, and I'm visualizing the shot. I think, you know, I want to see in my eye, you know, whether that ball is curving one direction or the other direction or hitting it straight.
Okay.
So once I kind of figure out that shot and that aiming spot that I want to go, I will aim, I'll get set up and aim. Usually what I'll do is I won't take a practice swing. If I feel fairly comfortable, I'll just go and fire and let it go. If I get into a situation where you know, the ball's sitting a little bit lower in the grass, it's not a perfect lie, it's a downhill lie, I'll be very similar to you. I'll set up, I kind of take this grass, feel the grass a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll take a practice swing and go through.
Okay.
But once I feel comfortable over the shot, I just let it go.
Okay. So similar, kind of similar to what I do then.
Yep, very similar.
I think the feeling of the grass thing is true. I like that, knowing how it's going to feel going through the ball. I get that.
And you know, there's lots of theories out there, but my thought is if you can turn the brain off and you're just walking up and executing your shots, you're not having other things go through your mind, that could alter the shot.
That's
so
true.
It's just hitting
Yeah.
it, just swinging it at the golf club or the golf ball, essentially.
Okay.
Okay, so I got two other things I want to see, and then we'll wrap this bad boy up.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and set up to the ball like you're going to hit it for me. Now, hold on. So let's take this camera. We'll go into here. So what I notice, a couple things is, you know, you kind of have an arched back, okay? And to me, the heel looks a little too much into the ground, okay? Now, so, you know, these are some fundamental things that can really help with being consistent and hitting golf balls. And this will come more into the fitting when we get into a fitting lesson.
Okay.
But go ahead and set up for me.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so, you know, essentially I have this toe up in the air quite a bit, okay? So if I change it more, I still want the toe up,
Okay.
but I don't want it so much on the heel,
Okay.
okay?
So you want it like that?
Yeah, well, that feels,
So basically what that did then, by me doing that, it straightened my arms up a little bit.
straighten your back too,
Straighten
right?
my
So your back is essentially arched like this.
Okay.
I want to see a straight spine line. So like, think about,
I don't know if I've
think
been
about,
that way.
think about this
Okay.
as you come over. And my
Okay.
back's pretty straight right here
Okay.
instead of more here. So it
Okay.
changes your position quite a bit,
You
right?
think my clubs are too short?
Well, we'll find out when we get into fitting.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily look at it, it's just changing posture.
Okay. So how does that look?
Much better.
Okay. Okay.
So really good contact.
Yeah, it didn't affect the contact, but
Not
I
at all.
noticed that it went to the right naturally.
I did too, and
Yeah.
that's what I was interested to see about, because that heel kind of digging here,
Yeah.
as it comes through, that club face, you know, essentially bends, right, and get it down.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that it would be toe digging into the ground more, but it doesn't look like that. So
Okay. Does that look pretty good? Okay. Yeah, it's just going to the right now, though.
right.
That's
So
interesting.
let's do one more.
Okay.
Make sure you got the feet aligned to your target too. Feet are a little right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's consistent.
It's awesome.
Okay. Okay.
So, I don't know. All right, go back to the other swing. Okay.
Just go back to how it was?
Yep.
Okay. Straight as an arrow.
Yep. So, I mean, that's kind of cool to be able to, you know, manipulate with that is essentially, you know, getting a little bit more upright with the golf ball.
Yeah.
Standing here automatically changes your swing path,
Right.
right? Because I'm going from here to here.
Yep.
So now my arc from here, going back to here, versus here, and going back to here has completely changed. So you might be doing more of the upright swing on the backswing without even realizing it. It's just standing a little bit closer to the ball and getting a little bit more upright.
So are you thinking I use that in my game, or are you thinking that I need something different with clubs, or what?
Well, I'd be interested to see with clubs what the difference is,
Okay.
because my guess is if we get you into a right club, you're going to be pretty straight, maybe even have a little bit of a fade, which would totally mess with your mind for
Yeah.
a season. But it's a powerful shot, right? I mean, a fade's not a bad thing. Coming into the greens, it usually lands softer, so you can control where it's going.
Okay.
So that helps. But
All right. What do you want me to do on this one?
I want you to call out your shot.
Okay.
Call
I'm gonna hit the. I'm gonna hit normal club on the ground. So
Okay.
how I normally set up. I'm gonna do steep up, hips through first, and move it to the right.
it. Okay. Where's your target, and where do you want it to finish?
I'm gonna aim at the 150, and I'm gonna want it to finish going about 10 yards to the right to the red flag.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good. Definitely leaking. It's fighting that wind quite a bit,
I mean, I would take that.
but that's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty much exactly what you're looking for.
I would take that all day. That was great. All right. I think the hardest thing for me is the club path on getting it steeper. you know, because I'm so used to taking the one piece, like just straight,
Back.
reaching back.
Yeah.
And now for that shot, I'm kind of going steeper,
Right.
which is mentally kind of messing with me.
For sure.
So,
And that's why I like hitting, 4 or 5 of these shots, then going back to your normal way.
yeah.
So like one of these drills that we'll start to work on, and we'll use like a few more clubs. Well, okay, we'll do it now.
Okay.
Because it's fun.
All right.
All right. So this is a good drill that you can practice on your own, whether you're on the golf course or not.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you have 9 golf balls here, right?
Yep.
So 3 golf balls, they have to go from right to left.
Okay.
Here's the kicker. This has to go right to left high. This has to go right to left medium. This has to go right to left low.
Okay.
This has to go straight high, straight medium, straight low.
Okay.
This has to go to the right high, right medium, right low.
Okay. So,
9 shots.
okay, so we haven't talked about how do I keep it high and low?
Ball position's the easiest way, right?
Okay.
So I mean, getting the ball position for a high shot forward,
Okay.
for a low shot back in your stance.
Okay.
Okay, now if I want to hit a 5-iron as low as I possibly can, I'm keeping it pretty much all the way in the back of my stance.
Inside right foot?
Inside right foot, maybe like an inch or 2 in
Okay.
from there, so roughly right in that spot.
Okay.
And I'm set up here, and I lean all my weight forward,
Okay.
so I'm coming down, and then my hands are coming forward into this position, and now I'm coming through, and I'm really trying to drive that hands low through impact,
Okay.
and drive that golf ball into the ground.
So you said your weight's on your left foot when you're hitting it low?
Yep.
Okay, weight on left foot.
So let's hit a few,
Okay.
just for fun before we start it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I mean, you got an 8-iron,
Yeah.
right?
This is a 6.
Perfect. We can use that. So 6 is good because that one, 6, a 5-iron. Those are the 2 ones that I'm going to try to use, trying to get under a tree, hit it low.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Okay.
perfect club.
All right.
So, just like the foot, to the weight, to the left.
Holy cow, it worked.
So it definitely
I
works.
mean, my ball pass is a lot higher.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, do the exact same thing with that club. I want to see it only like maybe 10 or 15 feet off the ground. It only has to fly about 100 yards.
Okay, so softer swings.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Really good. Huh. Good. Okay, now I'll go the other way. High.
So this for me is just kind of a normal shot.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd call that high.
Yeah, that's
That was like a perfect high draw.
Yep.
People pay money for that. So now try to hit one medium.
Okay.
So center of the stance.